Hey there, linguistic enthusiasts. Welcome to Idioms with Flair, where we unravel the dynamic world of sports idioms that have sprinted off the playing field and into our everyday conversations and business phrases. Ever wonder why we seamlessly blend sports metaphors with our daily conversation? Well, you're in for a treat. Sports, much like life, are rife with challenges, strategies, and triumphs. It's no surprise, then, that the lingo of the playing field has found a cozy spot in our offices, meetings, and casual chats. You see, these idioms aren't just about touchdowns and home runs. They embody universal themes of teamwork, strategy, competition, and even resilience. They offer us a concise way to convey complex ideas, whether we're tackling a project deadline or strategizing a business expansion. Our first idiom is cover all the bases. This phrase originates from the world of baseball, where players must touch all the bases to score. In everyday conversation and business, it means ensuring all aspects are considered. Think about it. When we say we need to cover all the bases in a project, we're not just talking about a baseball diamond. We're talking about making sure every aspect is considered, just like a coach strategizing for a game. Picture planning a road trip. You need to cover all the bases, from routes and snacks to playlists and spare tires. Before our road trip, we made sure to cover all the bases, including packing a first aid kit. In a product launch, you want to cover all the bases: marketing, logistics, customer support. Nothing should be overlooked. To ensure the product launch's success, we'll cover all the bases, including a comprehensive marketing strategy. When organizing a surprise party, you must cover all the bases, from guest list to decorations, so the event is a hit. Let's make sure we cover all the bases for Jane's surprise party: balloons, cake, and of course, her favorite music. In a merger negotiation, it's crucial to cover all the bases, including legalities, financials, and employee transitions. Before finalizing the merger, we need to cover all the bases, especially regarding the integration process. Now prepare for something unexpected, like a play out of left field. This phrase signifies a surprise or unconventional action, much like an unexpected play in a baseball game that catches everyone off guard. Out of left field. This phrase originates from the world of baseball, where the left field is the farthest from home plate. When something comes out of left field, it means it's unexpected or surprising. Picture a routine game where suddenly the ball comes flying from an unexpected direction. Left field. But why do we use this term beyond the ballpark? Well, life and business are full of unexpected twists and turns. Sometimes a fresh idea or a sudden development can emerge seemingly out of nowhere, just like that curveball from left field. You're at a family dinner and your cousin suddenly announces they're quitting their job to become a professional ice cream taster. That would be a classic out-of-left-field moment. Imagine you're planning a weekend getaway with friends, and someone suggests a completely unexpected activity, like hot air ballooning. That's an idea straight out of left field. John's suggestion to go hot air ballooning was really out of left field, but it turned out to be an unforgettable experience. Picture this. You're discussing dinner plans with your family, and your youngest sibling suggests making sushi from scratch. Now that's an idea coming out of left field for a weeknight meal. Sarah's idea to make sushi for dinner came out of left field, but it turned out to be a fun and delicious experiment. In a brainstorming session, when a team member introduces a completely unexpected strategy that no one saw coming, you could say it's a suggestion out of left field. James's proposal to target a new demographic was out of left field, but upon analysis, it could open up exciting opportunities for us. Now, in a corporate strategy meeting, if a colleague suggests a bold, unconventional approach to a persistent problem, it might be described as a solution out of left field. Rebecca's idea to completely overhaul our customer service approach seemed out of left field, but it could revolutionize our client interactions. So why has this baseball term become a fixture in our language, even far from the field? It's because the concept of surprise, innovation, and unexpected turns applies universally. In both everyday life and business, we encounter situations where a sudden, unforeseen idea or event can bring a fresh perspective and lead to remarkable results. So the next time you hear someone bring up an idea out of left field, embrace it. Who knows? It might just be the game changer you've been waiting for. Now, let's talk about when it's time to throw in the towel. In the world of boxing, throwing in the towel is a signal to concede. In everyday conversation and business, it means recognizing when it's time to surrender or give up. And when we mention throwing in the towel in a challenging situation, it's not about surrendering physically, but recognizing when it's time to try something different or find a new approach, just like a boxer's cornerman might. Imagine trying to fix a leaky faucet for hours. Sometimes you just have to throw in the towel and call a plumber. After struggling with the leak, I finally threw in the towel and called a professional. In a project, if a certain strategy isn't working, it's better to throw in the towel and pivot rather than waste resources. We realized the initial approach wasn't effective, so we decided to throw in the towel and shift our focus. Or, if you're attempting a complex recipe but things aren't going as planned, it might be time to throw in the towel and order takeout. After 2 failed attempts, I threw in the towel and ordered pizza instead. In a business venture, if a particular marketing campaign isn't yielding results, it's wise to throw in the towel and try a new approach. We've analyzed the data and decided to throw in the towel on this campaign and reevaluate our strategy. Let's get back in the game with our next idiom, hit below the belt. Now let's discuss a situation where someone decides to hit below the belt. In the boxing ring, it's considered a foul move, but in our conversations and professional interactions, it signifies using unfair or unethical tactics to gain an advantage. Imagine you're playing a friendly board game and someone cheats to win. That's hitting below the belt. Using the cheat codes to win the game was definitely hitting below the belt. In a negotiation, resorting to personal attacks rather than focusing on facts is hitting below the belt and unprofessional. During the meeting, John resorted to personal comments, which was hitting below the belt and not productive. Or if someone spreads rumors about a coworker to get a promotion, they're hitting below the belt. Spreading false rumors about Sarah's work ethic was definitely hitting below the belt. In a competitive market, undercutting competitors with shady tactics is hitting below the belt and can damage a company's reputation. We won't resort to hitting below the belt to gain an edge in the market. Instead, we'll focus on delivering quality products. Now let's switch gears and discuss how to get in the game in a business setting. In the business world, getting in the game means actively participating and contributing to your company's success. When it's time to get in the game, it's like stepping onto the court, ready to play your best. It's about actively participating and contributing to your company's success, just as an athlete gives their all in a match. When a new project is announced, it's your chance to get in the game by volunteering for a key role and making a meaningful impact. I'm excited to get in the game and lead the marketing efforts for the new product launch. In a competitive industry, staying updated with the latest trends and technologies is essential to get in the game and stay ahead. To stay in the game, we need to invest in research and development to remain at the forefront of innovation. When a company is going through a transformation, employees who adapt and contribute positively get in the game and play a vital role in the transition. By embracing change and proactively offering suggestions, we can all get in the game and help shape the future of our company. In a brainstorming session, actively participating and offering creative solutions is a great way to get in the game and drive the team's success. Let's all get in the game and generate fresh ideas to tackle this challenge. We're not done yet. It's time to keep your eye on the ball. In business, this phrase means maintaining focus on your goals and priorities, just like a skilled athlete concentrates on the ball in a fast-paced game. When managing a project, it's crucial to keep your eye on the ball and ensure every task aligns with the overall objectives. To meet the deadline, we need to keep our eye on the ball and prioritize critical tasks. In a competitive market, keeping your eye on the ball means closely monitoring market trends and customer feedback to adapt quickly. By keeping our eye on the ball, we can swiftly respond to changes in customer preferences. During a negotiation, it's essential to keep your eye on the ball and focus on the key issues rather than getting distracted by minor details. Let's not lose sight of our main objective. We need to keep our eye on the ball and stick to our negotiation strategy. In a rapidly evolving industry, it's crucial for companies to keep their eye on the ball and invest in research and development to stay competitive. To maintain our position as market leaders, we must keep our eye on the ball and continue to innovate. Next, let's discuss a situation where you have to sink or swim. The phrase that throws us into the deep end: sink or swim. In everyday life and business, it means facing a challenging situation where you must either succeed or fail, much like a swimmer striving to stay afloat in turbulent waters. When faced with a last-minute presentation at work, it's sink or swim. There's no time for hesitation. I didn't have much time to prepare, so it was a sink or swim moment, but I gave it my all. If you're trying to master a new skill, like cooking, it's a sink or swim situation. You either create a culinary masterpiece or order takeout. I decided to try baking a cake from scratch. It was a sink or swim moment, and fortunately, it turned out delicious. In a competitive market, adapting to new technologies is a sink or swim situation for companies aiming to stay relevant. With the rise of digital marketing, our company had to adapt quickly. It was a sink or swim moment, and we chose to innovate. When a company faces a financial crisis, it's a sink or swim situation. Effective financial management is crucial for survival. During the recession, many companies faced a sink or swim moment. Those that implemented cost-cutting measures survived and even thrived. Now let's wait for the ball to drop. The anticipation of waiting for the clock to strike zero. This phrase comes from the world of New Year's Eve celebrations, symbolized by the dropping of a ball. In everyday life and business, it means waiting for a significant event or decision to occur, akin to waiting for the ball to drop. It captures the feeling of awaiting a significant event or decision, much like the countdown to a new year. Imagine you've applied for a scholarship, and now you're waiting for the ball to drop. Will you be awarded the funds? I submitted my application, and now I'm just waiting for the ball to drop. I hope I get the scholarship. If you're planning a surprise party, the anticipation builds as you wait for the ball to drop and reveal the surprise. Everyone's gathered in the living room, eagerly waiting for the ball to drop and see the birthday girl's reaction. In a merger negotiation, both companies may be waiting for the ball to drop, the final decision that determines the success of the merger. We've completed all due diligence. Now we're just waiting for the ball to drop and finalize the merger. When launching a new product, the team is anxiously waiting for the ball to drop, the moment when the product is introduced to the market. The marketing team has been preparing for months. Now we're just waiting for the ball to drop and launch our new product. Our next idiom is all about taking charge. Carry the ball. In the game of football, the player carrying the ball is entrusted with the responsibility to advance towards the goal. Similarly, in everyday conversation and business, to carry the ball means taking charge and assuming a leadership role, ensuring progress and success. When planning a surprise party, someone needs to step up and carry the ball to ensure everything goes smoothly. I'll take charge and carry the ball for organizing the surprise party. I've got it covered. In a group project, taking the initiative to delegate tasks and oversee progress is a way to carry the ball and ensure success. I'm confident that if we work together and each carry the ball, we'll ace this project. In a high-stakes negotiation, someone needs to carry the ball and lead the discussion to achieve favorable terms. John has the experience and knowledge to carry the ball in this negotiation. We're confident in his leadership. When implementing a new company-wide initiative, a designated leader must carry the ball to ensure the project stays on track. As the project manager, I'll carry the ball and oversee the implementation of the new software system. Now, let's discuss when we beat ourselves up. In boxing, beating yourself up would be counterproductive. In everyday conversation and business, it means being overly critical or hard on oneself. We're all guilty of being a bit too hard on ourselves, beating oneself up. Remember, it's not about actual fisticuffs, but rather being overly critical or harsh on oneself. Let's say you made a minor mistake at work. Instead of dwelling on it, don't beat yourself up. We all make slip-ups. I made a small error in the report, but I'm not going to beat myself up over it. I'll fix it and move on. If you're learning a new skill and progress is slow, it's important not to beat yourself up. Improvement takes time and effort. I'm still working on mastering this new software. I won't beat myself up if it takes a bit longer. In a project, if a deliverable doesn't meet your high standards, it's important not to beat yourself up, but rather find constructive ways to improve. The client feedback is valuable. Let's not beat ourselves up, but instead use it to enhance the next deliverable. When faced with a setback in a business venture, it's important not to beat yourself up. Instead, analyze the situation and find solutions. The market response wasn't as expected, but let's not beat ourselves up. We'll regroup and come up with a new approach. We're not done yet. It's time to be on the ball. In sports, being on the ball means being alert and ready to respond. In everyday conversation and business, it's about being prepared and attentive. Just like a juggler trying to keep multiple balls in the air, being on the ball in the business world requires constant alertness and responsiveness. It means being prepared and attentive to seize opportunities and tackle challenges. When you're planning a surprise party, being on the ball means ensuring all the details are perfectly in place. We need everyone to be on the ball to make sure the decorations, food, and entertainment are all set for the party. In a fast-paced business environment, being on the ball is crucial to seize opportunities and respond effectively to market changes. In this dynamic industry, being on the ball allows us to adapt quickly and stay ahead of the competition. If you're organizing a community event, being on the ball means overseeing logistics, coordinating volunteers, and ensuring everything runs smoothly. To make the event a success, we all need to be on the ball and work together efficiently. During a critical project, being on the ball means staying vigilant to any potential challenges or roadblocks that may arise. As we approach the project deadline, it's essential for everyone to be on the ball and address any issues promptly. Now, let's not ball someone or something up. In sports, balling something up is a sure way to lose the game. In everyday conversation and business, it means making a mess or causing a mistake. Picture a sports game where one misplaced pass could cost the team the victory. This phrase means making a mess or causing a mistake, similarly to a player fumbling a crucial play. Imagine you're assembling furniture and you misread the instructions. You might ball it up and have to start over. I accidentally used the wrong screws, so I balled up the assembly. I'll have to disassemble and try again. In a presentation, if you don't rehearse and stumble over your words, you might ball up your chance to impress the clients. I was nervous, and I balled up my presentation. I should have practiced more to avoid the mistakes. Or, if you're attempting a complex recipe and mix up the ingredients, you could ball up the entire dish. I got distracted while cooking and added salt instead of sugar. I totally balled up the dessert. When managing a project, failing to communicate effectively with team members can ball up the workflow and lead to delays. Miscommunication balled up the project timeline, and we had to reschedule some tasks to catch up. So, whether we're keeping our eye on the ball during a high-stakes negotiation or deciding to get in the game with a new venture, sports idioms become our verbal playbook, guiding us through the field of life and business. And let's not forget, they're universal. Whether you're a die-hard sports fan or just someone who enjoys the occasional game, these idioms resonate with us all. Remember, it's not just about knowing the idioms, but using them with flair. So, get out there and show off your newfound linguistic skills. Thanks for joining us on this idiomatic adventure. Don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe for more linguistic fun, and comment below with your favorite idiom. Until next time, stay curious, stay tuned, and let's make lots of memories and smiles. Cheers.